land is first of all our country, which we're building. We're making our best efforts to make it bloom. And the second point, in a broader sense, this is the land that I want my children to live on for all their lives. And I will give them this land not in worse condition that I earned it through my own efforts. My business? Here I am just lucky that in my business I combine earning decent money without causing damage to the environment. We are engaged in organic agriculture and apply the environmentally friendly technologies when it comes to the land. Since 2014, Andriy Nikolayuk has been the head of a meat processing plant. Everything is built in accordance with the requirements of quality standards, refrigeration chambers, the processing shop, a semi-finished shop, sausage and smoke, as well as spice and packing departments. The plant is modern and was especially designed by European design companies. We try to attract young people to the management of the plant's subdivisions, because computers and modern technologies require a more advanced level of skills. When we first started, there were practically no young people working for us. Now they make up 20 to 30% of the working staff, and we fully support them. Sausage, balig, ham. The food industry requires high skills. After all, what we eat should look like a work of art. Meat plants produce 60 tons of products per month and continue to expand the range of products. Technologists create new recipes and ready-made meals every month. Over 2 years of her experience, Irina Zaluk has already introduced 20 of her own recipes. Now she scrupulously traces every step of the production of her creation. A sausage she called La Filet. She confesses that she even dreams of her work while sleeping.
Насамперед, це дуже відповідальна робота. Технолог відповідає перш.
This is a very responsible job, as a technologist is responsible for the quality of the sausage, and the succulence of its taste depends on such an expert. Often, you do not sleep at night because you are concerned about the quality of the sausage. I dream of sausages and my husband orders them every day. He cannot live without my sausages. Every technologist must grow. It should not be the way that you were taught in university, where you always create and follow the same recipe. You have to read, know what and how, find out from colleagues how to, with some new versions or recipes, because nowadays Ukrainian consumers are always interested in new products.
Наш ринок потребує зараз нової продукції.
In the shop of semi-finished meat products, 25 items of products are prepared weekly: cutlets, lula kebab, beef rolls, butterfly grilled chicken, balig, and much more. Of course, the approach to selection of raw materials is quite particular. Suppliers must provide certification and veterinary certificates in order that buyers do not have to submit any complaints regarding the quality of the product. For example, on this pork ham, the quality stamp is clearly visible. These are premium products, everything that is behind my back. It's ham. It's a dried product that is quite expensive. The wholesale price of the producer is 500 hryvnia per kilo, because it is a long-term investment. You can look at the labels. This product was put up for sale 1.5 years ago, and only now it was pulled out of the refrigerator for sale through the chain. Spanish jamón, French jambon, or Italian prosciutto is raw ham. This method of cooking pork ham was invented, even when there was no refrigerators. At the meat factory, it is made according to the classic Spanish recipe. 2,000 years ago, the ancestors of the conquistadors took it on the road as an edible product that was unassuming to the conditions of storage. And Roman emperors did not imagine feasts without this dish, as the delicacy was considered a sign of wealth. And salo is more nutritional, says the craftswoman of the meat workshop Maria Hontaruk. She has been working at the factory from the very first day. A sandwich with spicy and suet pig fat and smoked sausages are equally tasty and nutritional products. The ancestors of Ukrainians considered salo to be indispensable in the treatment of many diseases, with calcaneal spurs, problem joints, toothaches, and even increased immense potency.
Сало – це є чистий натуральний український продукт.
Salo is a pure natural Ukrainian product. It is used in all sausages. At home, every housewife uses it.
Ой, воно дуже добре.
Oh, this is an excellent natural product, especially with borscht and onions.
У нас є такі мужчини, які
There are men who love salo, so it is not harmful. On the contrary, it's good for the human body.
шкодить, а наоборот повишає.
Nutritional products are a culture of self-love, says Andriy Nikolayuk. He makes sure that raw materials in the form of half carcasses are supplied to his company only from organic farms. Dishes should not contain monosodium glutamate and other flavor enhancers. The idea appeared very simply. People want to consume quality, safe food, and our mission is to satisfy their needs. Our company employs 130 people. We cultivate about 4,000 hectares of land in the Chernihiv Oblast. Our main business is crop growing, breeding livestock, and processing livestock products. We use only raw materials in our farms. We feed steers here and we have about 200 calves on our farm. This is problematic in some sense because you cannot administer hormone drugs or any other drugs that accelerate the process of fattening so that the animals gain weight. We also buy organic pork from other local organic farmers.
Також ми купуємо органічну свинину у інших виробників органічних.
The organic family farm does not have its own processing. Pigs grown here are sold in live weight. This is a Dutch breed of pigs known as Landrace. 2 years ago, we bought 40 heads. During this time, the herd increased 10 times. The sows bring the young all year round and anywhere between, 9 to 13 cubs immediately. The heart of our work is responsibility and a caring attitude, says Managing Director Viktor Martinenko. We will grow in the future in the same period in the winter months. In order to do this, we put infrared lamps that provide heat and kill the germs that live in the external environment. Moreover, these piglets heat themselves under their mothers.
Ми хочемо також далі розвиватися, щоб у нас приблизно було...
We want to develop further, so that this year we will have 3,000 heads. Basically, we have 2 sheds designed for 6,000.
Ми плануємо за цей рік розростися до 3-4 тисяч.
All his pigs have all the necessary special veterinary and quality certificates. The main thing is organic cultivation with no impurities and growth hormones. Among all the protein and mineral supplements he uses, there are only milk cake, oil meal, and soy. We feed our pigs with groats and bran. It consists of corn, wheat, and barley in equal proportions. The smaller the fraction, the better it is absorbed. Well, they grow. Within 6 to 7 months, they reach a weight of 120 to 140 kilos. This breed of pigs is meat. You can say a dietary meat. In summer, another experimental subspecies called wild landrace is in high demand here.
Ну, в нас в планах іще схрещувати ландраси, іменно велика біла.
We have plans to cross landrace with a wild boar. Wild boars do not have much fat. In fact, there is only meat. If the white one crosses with a wild boar, then you don't get the quality of taste from them. The meat of a wild boar is very coarse, and this is not to everyone's taste. If someone wants a wild boar, after all, it is nowhere to be found. One has to go hunting to find the meat from the bush, so to speak.
А так буде, типа, такого плана м'ясо.
To increase the number of pigs in the pigsty, a new building has already been built. It has an automatic feeding system. In the future, installation of solar panels for power supply is planned.
Органічне виробництво – це лише спосіб, певний спосіб, сертифікований.
Organic production is just a certain way of certification of agricultural food products. That is why organic producers have an opportunity to participate in all programs for the support of agricultural enterprises on a general basis on the part of the Ministry of Agriculture. In livestock, in programs related to the assistance in the purchase of animals. This is the livestock from which you can then receive the products. Further, the most important thing is the construction and reconstruction of livestock farms, premises, and the necessary equipment. But that is not all. If an organic producer is also a farmer, then he can participate in a number of programs. While the compensation for purchased equipment is 25%, for farmers such compensation is 40%.
25%, то якщо ти фермер, в тебе 40%.
Sausages made of game meat. Until now, this dish was crowned in the domestic kitchen of hunters. Now they will become a consumer product even with a European quality brand. We're certified by a European company that evaluates according to EU quality standards. We can export our products to the EU. It is considered there as organic based on a well-developed system regarding organic products. Even when there was no law on organic products in effect in Ukraine, this system was already fully functional. Last year, the demand on the foreign market for Ukrainian beef and pork experienced a recovery. During the first 6 months of the year, 22,000 tons of beef and 6,000 tons of pork were exported to the countries of the former Soviet Union, Belarus, Moldova, Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan, and Georgia. I like what I do. I like that it is necessary not only for myself but also for the benefit of the health of our consumers and the cleanliness of our environment. It motivates me and inspires me to attain new achievements in this sphere. We plan to produce dry-cured sausages. The next level of achievement is an increase in the number of livestock, and we are interested in producing new types of products as well.